Now we need to turn it. See? So are you seeing us now? Oh no, you won't even have the link. Okay, let's... Share, copy link. Oh, okay. It seems to want to do that for me. I will have to swap it. We're live on YouTube. Hello, everybody. We'll just share it. We'll just give it a minute or two because our colleague is going to update the link for people so we can make it available more broadly. Thank everyone for their patience. Thank everyone for their patience. Right. There we go. So we're just we're all watching. That's us. Cetonix is the scientific name for quokka. So it's a uniquely West Australian marsupial. Only quokka. They're very friendly. And if you visit Perth, you'd also visit Rottnest Island and you'd get a selfie with a quokka.
Okay, yeah, that's something I've never been to.
We'll need to remedy that. So how are we going? We've still got one view. That's us. What's us? Hi, Kareem. So we definitely have shared the link. It is live. It seems to be working. Stacey joined. Oh, there you go. So it's getting around. Okay. This is where Mark 1, Mark 2. What's it called? Cetonix. Cetonix. A friendly quokka. Here we go. Who we got there on the chat? Live from Munich. It's working fine. Fantastic. Good. Well, look, let's get started. Thank you for your patience as we persevered a little with the technology here. But we're live from Hamburg in Germany at the International Supercomputing Conference. My name is Mark Stickles. I'm the Executive Director of the Pawsey Supercomputing Centre. And my colleague here? Also called Mark Mattingly-Scott. I'm General Manager of Europe, Middle East and Africa at Quantum Brilliance and MD here in Germany. So, hello. So we're really excited here. Just a couple of things. We're both named Mark. I'm going to give a little shout out for Diversity Day here at ISC. We're proud members of the WHPC, Women HPC community, and advocate for diversity and inclusion in this industry. It's a really important issue and something that we're proud to support. What we're here to do today is to announce a really exciting development in HPC and in quantum computing. Pawsey and Quantum Brilliance have been in a partnership, a really productive collaboration over the last 2 years, and we've watched the development of technology from an Australian research lab all the way through now to its first room temperature installation of a quantum accelerator at Pawsey in our national facility. It's a fantastic development and we're really proud to officially announce that today. there's some information that you'll find available through the links in this YouTube to media releases and if you like an unboxing video, perhaps the first of its kind to actually see this installation. But it's a really exciting development for Pawsey and something we're proud to share with Quantum Brilliance.
Yeah, and I think this is an important step on the way to ubiquitous quantum computing. So as Mark mentioned, a room temperature 19-inch rack blade which fits into Pawsey's supercompute infrastructure just like any other blade would. No infrastructure required, no cooling, no complex cryogenics and all that sort of stuff. Relatively low power, so compared to other quantum computing technologies, something we're also very much aware of. The focus now, looking forward together with Pawsey, is now we've got this technology which can actually physically integrate into your own HPC system. It becomes key to understand how does that interaction work? How does that interaction work fit into the HPC workflows? How do algorithms work? How do we start to look at variational algorithms actually using the qubits to do something useful? Because we're convinced that the path, the trajectory, struggling a bit with that there, the trajectory to quantum utility, where using a quantum accelerator actually becomes economically more effective than using a classic alternative. That's in the relatively near future, not sometime in the distant future. So we're very excited to be working together with Pawsey and looking at those things in more detail.
It's been a productive collaboration. While we're speaking of collaborations, it should be acknowledged we're actually on the Fraunhofer Institute stand here at ISC. So great to meet with colleagues from the Institute. I'm looking across at one now who's helped us today and share our experience and really engage with a very strong ecosystem here in Germany that's having some very bright minds work with the challenges of integration of this new technology and development of its applications. That we're doing this from an Australian point of view is a tremendous milestone for the Australian national HPC system. But it's definitely been a very productive partnership with German expertise and German advanced technologies. So we're excited about what it might offer.
And I can say, given my legacy, and I won't mention my previous employer, but given my legacy, very much a focus on customers and interaction with customers, and I can speak for my Australian colleagues and say that the working with you, Pawsey, has been a very great pleasure, very, very productive and wonderful relationship, which we're very much looking forward to building up, expanding. We were talking before about what happens next on not on the technology side, but on the everything else side. What can we do with this in terms of building up Australia, bringing up Germany, but also building up the nascent quantum computing value chain. So one of the things I'm looking forward to is bringing lots and lots of customers on aircraft to Western Australia or virtually to Western Australia. We have to think about the environment. To talk with you, to understand how this is all going to work together. Any thoughts on that?
Well, one thing to say is we are open for business here in Australia. We've been this is a journey that we started with Quantum Brilliance a couple of years ago, and through thick and thin, through COVID, through some challenges that we've faced, we've really accelerated that in the last month. As our borders have reopened, we've been able to have the Quantum Brilliance team on site. You'll see in the unboxing video the excitement and the interaction between the Pawsey team and the team from Quantum Brilliance. That this has happened. It's on the floor. It's operating in a room temperature environment. We're testing and developing some applications in response, and very, very positive about it. Love to have done this last year, but COVID's been a challenge that we've all had to face. I might also give a little shout out to my friend here, who's been getting a little bit of attention. So I've explained to a couple of people, this is Cetonix, this is the scientific name for Quokka, but it's also the name of our new system. So one of the advantages we're going to have is we are testing and developing the response, the algorithms, the operating environment, with Cetonix, which is a new system coming on stream later this year. The first phase of it is on the floor at Causey now. It's a HPE Cray EX system, which is the same exascale architecture. So we're taking absolutely pioneering technology in quantum and applying it in an environment which is going to be using some of the leading now, in our case, pre-exascale architecture. So really exciting partnership in that area. Quokkas are also the friendliest marsupials. So like I said earlier, we're happy to engage and looking forward to building on the collaboration.
And of course, anybody out there who's interested in learning more, either contact Mark or myself, especially any HPC centers, and for that matter, any customers, anybody who's interested in learning more about what room temperature quantum computing with zero infrastructure looks like and might be for you.
So we might wrap up now. We've got some colleagues here from government, from other institutes that we're going to talk to on the floor. We apologise, there was a little glitch at the start, so some of you now might be watching this post because the technology on the floor just slipped a little bit. It doesn't happen in Causey. We've had it happen unfortunately here today. But as Mark said, we're happy to follow up any questions, anything of interest here. The teams are very excited. We're working well together, and it is a significant day for our industry and for our partnership across countries. Did we just see a question pop up? I can't see if I can see that. I'll apologise if I've missed a question, but is there maybe there's a question from the floor here? No? They're all going, how much do we pay?
Oh, right.
We were an early adopter. We backed talent and opportunity early. So I mean, literally, we built a relationship with a physics lab output. So we've invested some national research infrastructure funding to support the scaling up. A lot of it has been shared expertise, but the company's been obviously getting support from venture funds and early stage investors in what is a very, very prospective technology. But we're a national research facility, and the skills and the capability support that we can develop is something that is in our interests or on our mission. And I'll leave the commercial side of it to Mark and not advocate for that. That's not
when a customer says how much did it cost, and my brain automatically translates that into let's have a conversation about you getting one.
That's a great segue.
And,
Okay,
my colleague here will help me with that. Yeah,
fantastic. Okay, so on that we'll wrap it up.
And thanks Mark to you and Portia.
Okay,
it's
so
great working with you.
There is a question in the chat. How did the relationship start? It really was bright people out of a research lab reaching out to a national centre and us building a relationship around shared goals and a vision to sort of grow the ecosystem, grow the market for this technology. So it's been a very positive relationship from the start. Okay. Thanks everyone for our first ever YouTube. It's a couple of milestones today. Thanks, Mark.
But not the last.
But not the last. Okay, thank you. I can't see the stop button. Here we go. There is a bit of chat. Oh, there we go.